Hey guys, Switch into it, and Amir Khan's favourite to fight Mayweather next. And I just want to talk about how Amir Khan could beat Mayweather. I'm not saying he will, if they do fight. Personally, I don't know, I'm kind of split, but I do think Mayweather will win. But Amir Khan can outspeed Mayweather. I don't care what you say, Amir Khan's faster than Mayweather. He is. Amir Khan's got power. Amir Khan's got footwork. Amir Khan's got skills. The thing he lacks is defence, but he's been training with Virgil Hunter, who is a trainer of Andre Ward, who's pound for pound #2, and he's kind of a different defending style to Mayweather's. How he will tie a guy up, he'll just basically stop their game plan and enforce his. But Amir Khan could beat Mayweather, in my opinion, by hitting, moving. Don't be the aggressor like it always fucking happens. Everyone tries to go forward to Mayweather, and that allows Mayweather's defence to come into play. Mayweather can then just roll off the shoulder, move back, bang, bang. He's caught you, he's moved. And then you're going to start getting frustrated, you get more reckless, bang, bang. I can't believe we've seen it so many times now. Why are people still doing it? Don't worry, I know it's a lot easier said than done. I'm not saying I could do it, But Khan could hit, move. Do what Mayweather does, but be first. Be the first one to enforce this. You say, no, you can be the aggressor. I'll keep back. Khan's got combinations, head and body. He can, even if Mayweather blocks it on the shoulder and the arm and whatnot, if you just whip them in, and they're quick, so you've got quick reflexes. Mayweather's getting older now, and I don't care what you say. As you get older, your reflexes will dim, so maybe some of these shots will get through. But if you can just land them, even if you hit his arms, move. I know people might think they didn't count, but from a judge's perspective, when you're at ringside, you can look and hear them bangs, and you think, oh, maybe, yeah, he's hitting him, he's the aggressor. And you could get the points for that round, you could steal them rounds from Mayweather. And then just don't let Mayweather hit you back. The reason he can land him, don't worry, Mayweather can hit coming forward, we've seen it. But he won't be able to get him counters. If you hit, move, then just let him come, them counters won't be able to get off as well. Focus, don't get aggressive. Just stick to your jabs and your combinations, and just don't try and get into a fight, because that's how people start to lose their energy. And when you start to get tired, your mind isn't as clear as you want it to be, and you'll start taking shots that you shouldn't be taking. It happened to Alvarez. You can see when he had his hands down, he's getting a bit tired. When Mayweather, there was a point where Alvarez is just in the corner, Mayweather jab, uppercut, moved out, and Mayweather moved out. He's not going to take them risks. And when he's tired and that, you're not thinking of, I can parry this, I can see what he's trying to do here. He's jabbing to open me up with another shot. But when they're tired, they don't see that. So if Khan can put the shoe on the other foot and make Mayweather do that, you can start coming forward at points, get aggressive. Later in the round, if he wants to, he can get aggressive. But just keep them hands up and always be mindful of your defence. When Mayweather fought Oscar De La Hoya, it was close, and their corner knew that. I still think Mayweather won, but their corner knew that this was a close fight. Which is why, when it got to round 12, Mayweather started entering a fight with Oscar De La Hoya, and he started to come out the worst of that exchange. Which is, he ended up tying Oscar up, but I still think he won, landed clean shots. But Mayweather, I'm not saying he will be frustrated, he's not the sort of fighter to do that. But if he realises, if you're just hitting and moving and he's not really getting any of his shots off, you should be technically winning them rounds. If he can start realising that, maybe think, okay, shit, got to pull something else. It might just be that little opening that you can start landing and moving. And the more you land, then hopefully he won't start thinking, okay, let's go back to what I do. He might start becoming more reckless. Don't go on, that's fantastical, is that a word? Of Mayweather to do. He's not the sort of fighter to get aggressive. But if you can just hit and move, not get aggressive, because that's where Khan loses out. Khan could beat a tremendous fighter. I'm not just saying that because I'm British as well. But you see the skills he's got. You don't have to have the greatest chin to be the best boxer. It bloody helps, because anyone can get cold by a shot. But he's got the footwork, he's got the power, he's got the speed, he's got the combination, he's got the likability. He could do it, and I think he'll have an element of surprise to some extent. Everyone will be putting Khan down, thinking, you're going to lose this. This is easy day for Mayweather. Khan's been out, for some time now. He's been working on his weaknesses, hopefully. Apparently, he says he has. And if he could have an element, because he's been out for what, a year, maybe more than a year, I think. Yeah, he's more than a year, I'm sure. So you can't really just look at his last fight and think this is what he's going to come out like. He could completely shock you. Mayweather might put him down, underestimate him, and you could have that shock. What do you call it? Not shock. Element of surprise. He may just have that. But when I say you shouldn't be aggressive, to an extent, you shouldn't be aggressive. I mean, like, don't always come forward and just try and knock Mayweather out. Because the thing is, he has got quite a good chin, as it is Mayweather. Like, even if you land that one good shot, it's not enough to put him away. You've got to land quite a few successive shots, unless you're like a really hard hitter. But when Ricky Hatton fought Mayweather, Hatton was just aggressive. He just followed suit. He didn't really use angles or anything or keep his hands up. But Mayweather did struggle with him a bit. He brought the best. He brought the best out of Mayweather. I know everyone says Mayweather can handle aggression. He can't really. No, he can. Alright. Sorry, that's the wrong word. He can handle aggression to an extent. Ricky was getting in on it. He was tying him up. I know, but Mayweather's thing works better because when he starts landing his counters, you start slowing down and you get a bit cautious. And when you second think, you have a second thought to think, should I go in or not? That's when the opportunity rises for him to clip you with a right hand. But when Ricky was fighting him with this aggression, he was hitting Mayweather quite a bit. Because if you just keep launching attack, I know it's extremely tiring to do. If you just keep launching them attacks, it doesn't really give you always the chance to throw a counter. And you've got to try and cut the ring off as well so they don't move. But you can't really find a counter if someone, even if like they've thrown a punch, you think, the head's open now. He's already thrown one to the body. So you're going to constantly be thinking, it's keeping your mind occupied. And that's where Pacquiao could win. I know Pacquiao even said his strategy would be what Ricky Hatton done. But Pacquiao's a better aggressor and he can move. He's got ankles. You saw against Brandon Rios, he can do that. And that could give Mayweather trouble, which may be why Mayweather isn't fighting him, but we don't know. But personally, if I was Khan, I would stick to not being aggressive. It may not be the best. I think it will be a good fight to watch, actually. I think he won't be aggressive, but Khan will land shots and he'll surprise a lot of people. And I think even if he loses, I think I don't know why, I've just got this feeling that he will gain fans from this and a lot of respect. So, fingers crossed, let's hope they fight.